a rectangular pot is connected with a isosceles. Two things are given. One is altitude of the isosceles triangle and one relation between the areas of these two shapes are given. That is, the area of this rectangle is 4 square meter more than this isosceles triangle. So using these ideas, we can form a second degree equation or quadratic equation. Then we can solve. So solution, we can just look here, because we know if you get the quadratic equation, we have studied in last lesson how to find it. So simply identify A, B and C and apply the formula x is equal to minus b plus or minus root 2b square minus 4ac. Here you look, here b is minus 3, right? Here from this equation you can identify b is minus 3. So in the formula we want to take a minus b. So minus of minus 3 will become positive 3, right? In the quadratic formula, the formula starts with a minus b. But here b itself is negative. So minus b will be negative of negative 3. That will be plus 3. Okay, then plus or minus b square minus 4ac, if you calculate for this quadratic equation, it will be 25. Then as we studied in last lesson, we can solve this 3 plus 5 by 2 and 3 minus 5 by 2 we have to take. So 4 or minus 1 will come. Okay, but here x is taken as the breadth of this rectangle. So it cannot be a negative. So we choose only positive value, the 4 only we choose. So if the breadth is x, then the length will be x plus 3, that is 4 plus 3, that is equal to 7. Then the area of the rectangular park will be 28, that is 4 into 7. And area of the triangular park will be what? Half into 4 into 12 will come. So what? 2 into 12, that is 24 meters square will come. Okay. So similar question you can expect. So here the equations are not given directly. So from the statements we want to identify the equation. So we have practiced similar questions. So finding the equation from the given statements in 8th standard and also in 10th standard pairs of equation as well. Okay. So come back to the first question. Okay, question is like this: find two consecutive odd positive integers, sum of whose squares is 290. Okay, question is like this: two consecutive odd positive integers, sum of whose square is 290. So how we can take two consecutive odd numbers?
X
we can
plus
x and x plus 2. X and x plus 2 are two consecutive odd number. Consecutive means they come close, very close. Okay, so x, if x is the first one, we choose the next odd number will be x plus 2. For example, if 7, then the next odd number must be 9. That is 7 plus 2. Consecutive 7 and 9 are consecutive odd numbers. If first one is 15, then next one must be 17. Consecutive odd numbers. So if we choose x and x plus 2, then apply the statement sum of whose squares is 290. So x square plus x plus 2 all square must be 290. So this is the equation we can write from the given statement. You can use any variable, that's no problem. If you use x, we can write like this. Then you want to expand the second term. Then you want to bring it to the general form, the standard form. So expanding the second term, you will get x square plus 4x plus 4. Then x square and x square you can add 2x square, right? Then 4x. Then this 290 you move to left side. Why? The general form is ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0. Right side you want to make 0. Okay. So bringing the 290 to left side, you will get to minus 2 or 290 and plus 4 is already there. So subtracting 4, you will get to minus 286. You can, here itself you can find out, identify A, B and C. You can apply the quadratic formula. But here you look, every terms are multiples of 2. The coefficients are multiples of 2. So you can reduce this equation, right? So you can divide this entire equation, every terms by 2. So what will you get? 2x square by 2 is x square, 4x by 2 is 2x, and minus 286 by 2 will be minus 143. So from this quadratic equation, you can identify A, B, and C. You can then apply the quadratic formula to find the solution. The solutions will be x is equal to 11 and x is equal to minus 13. Okay, and in the question it is given that positive integer, positive. So we avoid this minus 13. So we'll choose only 11. So if first one is 11, then next integer will be 11 plus 2, that will be 13. 11 comma 13, they are the two consecutive positive integer. Sum of their squares is 290. Okay, so two exam questions we discussed, two more we can discuss now. Next question is given directly given like this, but not in the general form. Simply x plus 1 by x is equal to 3. So here first you want to simplify this given equation into the general form, the standard form. Then identify A, B, and C. Apply the quadratic formula. Equation is x plus 1 by x is equal to 3. You add this LHS. Add x plus 1 by, so what's the sum? X square plus 1 by x, right? Equal to 3. You know how to add two fractions. A by b plus c by d is equal to AD plus BC by BD. Apply this. So x you can choose as x by 1. Then x into x, x square plus 1 into 1, 1 by 1 into x, that is x. Is equal to 3. Then you divided by 3, you move to right side, you will get x square plus 1 is equal to 3x. Then this 3x you move to left side. So what will you get? X square, then you write the 3x, that will become minus 3x, right? And plus 1 is also there, it's equal to 0. So we simplified to the general form. Okay.
Sir,
yes.
Can we just multiply x with all the terms?
Okay, that's also possible. That's almost the same idea. In the after the for the second step, we can multiply each terms by x. So you will get x square plus, and 3x you move to left side, you will get the same. Okay, so in 2 step you can reach in the general form. Okay, so I think this second method is fine. So the balance I am not doing, you know how to identify here. What is A, B, and C? A is 1, B is minus 3, C is 1. Then you know the formula, x is equal to minus b plus or minus root b square minus 4x by 2a. Then apply these values and you will get the solution. Okay. And one more question to simplify we can discuss here. Question is given like this: 1 by x minus 1 by x minus 2 is equal to 3. X not equal to 0, and that also given, and x not equal to 2 also. So how we can simplify this? You subtract this, okay? You subtract the LHS. How will you get 1 into x minus 2, x minus 2, then x into 1, that is x, and sign is minus x divided by x into x minus 2, right? X into x minus 2 is equal to 3. So we subtracted the LHS. Now you move this denominator to right side, so you will get x. Here you look, x minus 2 minus x. Can we cancel something here on numerator? X and minus x we can cancel, right? Okay, so what is remaining here? Minus 2 is equal to 3 into this denominator, move to right side, so that will become 3x into x minus 2. In next step we can expand the bracket, that is
3x square minus
3x square minus
6x.
6x. And now to make a general form, you move this -2 to right side. So that will come +2, right? So you will get 3x square minus 6x, and -2 when come to the other side, it will become +2 equal to 0. So this is the equation, quadratic equation in general form. So how we can confirm is it in general form? The general form is ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. So here it is in the same order, right? X square term first, the next term, then the constant term equal to 0. Then we can identify A, B, C, then we can apply the formula. Okay, so that's a method. The solution is given in textbook. Now what we discussed is some questions. Here their equations are not directly given, and some question their equation directly given but not in general form.